Nice seeing you, Anna.
We are here with the wonderful Alexander Soltys Jones, and I am Anna Argante. And you have so many books that you have written. You are just a master of knowledge. It's such an honor to be here with you. You, my dear, are such a wonderful soul who has tuned into source energy every morning, every night. You do this faithfully. You're very dedicated to your faith, and I think it's time to present you to people who really are seeking knowledge and understanding. What's your thoughts on just life in general, since now you have an audience?
Oh, well, since I've been doing this since I've been meditating for more than 50 years. I've produced so many books and so many CDs, and I just want to share more and more with people. It's a crucial time we're in the planet right now. People, if you just tune into the ether, there's so much sadness, there's so much despair, there's so much insecurity. People are lost, they're groping, and they've lost their connection with their higher being or their self or their soul and with their creator, their source. And it's time, because I do it on a daily basis, making that reconnection. And I think without that reconnection, I know it personally, you can just get lost in a world of delusion. And right now, it's not only a delusion, it's a delusion within a delusion. Forces are trying to, control and manipulate this planet. And we need to find our center. We need to find our diamond self. And I've just come up with my newest book, The Diamond Way. And it's really focusing on that, connecting with the diamond, getting rid of the mud that's on the diamond, and then allow our diamond to shine forth. And we need a lot of diamonds right now on this planet to allow their light to shine forth, to overcome the darkness and the evil that's trying to cover this planet, and strangle it almost. Yes.
Well, I see you have the wonderful book. Yes, and I'm in your book club, which I prayed for. Dear Lord, if you can find me the masters and the knowledge keepers, and how can I spend time with them? And you have been so gracious to give so much of your time and energy away to people. You have written an array of books, and for someone like me who studies classical piano, I'm really interested in how to help heal people on the planet, is to bring awareness of natural health and wellness. And I have your 7 Mansions of Color book, which has helped me understand how music and sound and colors have a frequency and a vibration, and how they can help heal different areas of the body, and how we can awaken different energy centers in our body. And I was in Costa Rica. I was in the top of a mountain at a resort, and as I walked with my one book to our hostess's house, she said to me, "Where did you get that book? I bought that in the 70s. She was so delighted to know that you were one of my friends. And what's amazing is you wrote the majority of your books in the 70s, I believe. Your material is so relevant in today's world. I think right now your material is even more crucial now. It's almost like a similar cycle from those years. I think things are resurfacing. So I would like to see your books that you have handed out to as many people as possible, so your knowledge can spread. And do you have any of these books left? Because I keep giving the ones I have away and selling them for you, but do you have any more of your color books?
Yes, I do. I have some more physical copies. It's also sold on Amazon, and it's available as a paperback through Amazon, and also as a Kindle publishing. But I also have some physical copies, yes. The market has gone digital, so you can do digital print on demand. But yes, I have some. Anna, to answer your question.
I think over the last few years, I think it's been really important for people to purge the things they no longer need, the things that no longer serve them, and to look at the beautiful resources that we have at our fingertips. And if you have extra copies of books right now, we need to get them out into the hands of other people. So if anybody's watching and has has actually purchased one of Alex's 10 books. He has so many of them, and we're going to be talking about them again and again. I would just encourage anyone who wants any of Alex's material to just drop a note in Messenger, attach it to this video somehow, and we want to connect with as many people as possible. I'm here up north at the Nature Cures Natural Health Center. We've set up a studio. We've set up a space with lots of medicine. We collect medicinal herbs, and we store as much medicine that's local to our living space as possible so that we can provide natural alternatives to people's health and wellness. We do spend lots of time in nature. And Alexander, you have written so really high level, like complex concepts. You have been able to put them in so many different books. I just want to remind you of who you are, because to me you're so fascinating. Conversations with Christ. Can you tell me a little treasure of information in this book?
Thank you. Conversations with Christ. I had a spiritual experience. It was a dream. It was a vision. And angelic presence asked me to reread the Bible and other spiritual works. So as I was reading the Bible, I just felt the presence of Christ, the Christ consciousness, and I just felt this energy flowing through me, and just these nuggets of truth that were just filling my being. So I wrote them down just for myself personally in the beginning, because I just felt they were inspirations for me. And I felt the presence of the Christ very, very strongly. And how I know that they were true is it wasn't an intellectual thing. It was the presence. I just felt this incredible joy. And it was an intuitive download, if you like, of information. And it was because of that intense joy that I knew that they were coming from Christ and from that energy. Anyhow, I wrote them down, and then a message came to me to put them in a book form, which I did. So I created the book, fulfilling my request from that angelic presence to read the Bible again and other spiritual books, especially St. Teresa of Avila, who's a mentor for me. And I wrote it down, and I created the book, Conversations with Christ. And then I needed to get it edited. Well, I presented it to a beautiful lady who wanted to edit the book for me, which she did. But as soon as I handed the manuscript over to her, the presence was gone. I mean, it was just like day and night. I just felt, and I knew it was a legitimate source because it was out of my hands at that point. I had done my work, and I passed it on to the editor. It was now her work. And to this day, I still wish I was in that flow of that, channeling those beautiful information. So that's the story of the Conversations with Christ. And one of the main messages throughout the book is alternative perception of perceiving the Christ. We are all Christed, each and every one of us, not only Jesus. I mean, the church got things really distorted, especially in the Nicene Creed, and they set it up, to make Jesus the only begotten Son of God and the only one. And that's not true at all. We all are. We're all children of the divine consciousness. Jesus just came to remind us that what he attained, can attain as well. In fact, there's a beautiful story in the Bible when Jesus said, "I and my Father are one." And the Pharisees jumped on him, and the Sadducees, the rulers, the religious rulers of the time, they just jumped on him. How dare you? This is blasphemy. How dare you make yourself equal to God? And Jesus just looked at them, and he just threw it right back at them. And he just says, not only I, but you too are God's. And it is not even written in your law. And he takes them back to Psalms. You're God's, children of the Most High. That's a beautiful statement in Psalms. So throughout the book, it's refining what the Christ consciousness is, what is our relationship to that consciousness. We all have it. And each master that's ever came, not only Jesus, came not to glorify themselves, but to remind others of who they really are. This beautiful diamond, made in the image of God. We all are. We're all divine incarnations. And the great ones come just to remind us. So we're looking at it, if you like, we don't even want to use the word Christianity. We're looking at Christ's teachings in a whole different light, from the light of that we're all Christed, and Jesus came to remind us of that beautiful truth. And if it's also looking at different passages of different writings of the mystics that followed Christ, and they were saying the same truths. And one of my mentors, as I said, was St. Teresa of Avila. And very clearly she said, "You are a diamond." They're all reminding us of that same truth. And we just need to find it within ourselves. That's the main message of Jesus and I think Conversations with Christ. Go within, realize the kingdom of God is within you, and realize and behold your infinite beauty, that you are exquisitely beautiful, divine, made out of you are a piece of God consciousness. I just want to emphasize that point, that in Christianity, they said one of the principles is God created this universe out of nothing. You can't do that. That's not what the divine did. It created everything out of itself, out of its pure consciousness, including us. We are a piece of God. And my whole message, if I can give a message of what I'm trying to do at this time, 2022, I mean, I've been trying to do it all along, but what I want to emphasize to everybody, because everybody is in despair, to find that treasure that's already within you. You already have it. You are a piece of divine consciousness. You are the diamond, and we need to reclaim it and just allow our light to shine forth and not get caught up in the mud that seems to be, blocking our diamond awareness or consciousness.
Just could sit at the feet of you every day and just listen to the wisdom you share, and I just thank you for that. What I love in the Diamond Way book is how you give, right from the beginning, a simple way to really look at the essence of what you want to build in your life, being joy, the value that you want to sort of bring more within, and the steps that you provide, and just taking away that mud off of our diamond essence, which brings us joy. There's so many messages out there right now that are really encouraging more mud to come on us, and lots of misinformation. And with our time here, I just want to really inspire, uplift, and as you share with people how everything is energy and frequency, and we can tap into a beautiful life force which is uplifting. And once you uncover that mud and you remember your diamond qualities, there's just a whole new look that comes on someone's face. They radiate. I mean, you radiate every time I see you. That's because you are holding light, you are shining your light, and we all have that. I know when I spend time with children, what's so special is when you meet with that kindergarten child and you see they're just radiating at that age, because they know their super abilities before the harshness from the things around them invade that special diamond essence. They really shine their best, and that's why, to me, children are such great teachers. And if we could all remember that childlike diamond essence in us all, that we just have to remember who we are and realize there's so many beautiful qualities we have. I'm looking forward to our time together to continue to share the message. This has been just a little taste, a little bit of a taste of a talk. Alex and I, we are going to be continuing talks in so many different areas. There's lots of information that Alex can share, and we do also provide one-on-one consultations. So Alex, if people wanted to spend some one-on-one time with you, who would be fitting to have some one-on-one talk with you, and how could that be set up?
Well, good question. People are struggling these days. A lot of people are stuck in the mud. If people want to connect with me personally to work on a tool that I developed that personally helped me, they can connect with me directly through my email address, at alexmeditation.com, and I'll repeat that again, Alex at alexmeditation.com, and just request that they want to have a personal consultation with me. That would be the best approach. I just want to add, if people are looking to go, if they're confused in their spirituality, and there's so much out there, like, my approach is very simple. You need to go inside yourself. Meditation is the tool that I teach to get inside, and all great masters have taught that. You need to be still and know that I'm God. But I also interpret that, be still and know your diamond self that's made in the image of God. So I really focus on connecting with your higher self, your diamond essence. And once you know that, then you will know that which has created you, the greater diamond, that we're all jewels within that greater diamond. So it's helping people clarify their spirituality if they're confused. Also, if they're having emotional or psychological problems, in a sense, and I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not going to go that route, but to clear off some of the obstacles that are helping them or preventing them from realizing their greatness, realizing that diamond essence, that diamond self. So we can look at some of those issues. And the greatest might is that we don't realize who we truly are. I mean, that's the greatest obstacle. That's the greatest mud. If we can claim that we are the diamond and really believe it, then that takes a huge chunk of mud off of the diamond. You know, most of the mud is doubt and not affirming our greatness and that we have infinite, unlimited potential. But once we can clear that, then the light shines forth and we're able to express ourselves clearly and in a greater way and develop our talents and manifest them in the world, especially to uplift and help others these days.
You have done extensive research too in the fields of spirituality and religions and biophysics, and you carry a lot of in-depth knowledge and the study of science of sound and color, and that to me is a topic that a lot of children are hearing music and sound and experiencing things that a lot of parents really aren't understanding. And so if parents have a child who maybe has been diagnosed by the institution with a special ability or challenge, or if a child is struggling because they're hypersensitive or maybe have been labeled with some sort of condition or are having issues being calm and focusing, there's a lot of things happening energetically on the planet that a lot of parents aren't aware of. And as someone who studies biophysics and even myself, quantum physics and quantum mechanics, there's a lot of things happening energetically in the solar system and within the planet that is affecting a lot of behavior, which we're seeing in children as well. So these are some of the conversations that I'm just so looking forward to having with you.
Yeah, if I can just end off with my sort of mission is to just help everybody realize that I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. And I found even in my own life, after meditating for 50 years and doing this spiritual work for so long, we need to keep reminding ourselves again and again and again, I am precious. I am divine. I mean, there's so many forces that are trying to take that away from us. But we need to claim again and again and again our divinity, that we are unlimited potential. We have unlimited potential. We are a piece of divine consciousness. We've been created that way from the beginning. We are now and always will be. Perfect, pure, holy. There's nothing missing. That completeness is right within ourselves. I know when I go deep in meditation, you finally come to the point where you just can say, I am complete. I am full. And very few people can say that. Very few people can say that and mean it and know it. And so my mission is to help people to find that space within themselves where they can know that they are totally fulfilled. All needs are taken satisfied. They are complete, nourished. And once you become in that place, then you just want to give because you know you're full. You know that you're complete. There's nothing that the world can add to your completeness or your fullness. You already have it. And then you just want to give. It's not so much I want to get anymore, because most people are wanting to get, and what can I achieve out of this or get out of that? They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off, doing, trying to find fulfillment outside themselves when they already have it within. And once you are totally convinced of that, then the whole thing is giving. You want to give to the world. Now, I've coined a phrase: the soul wants to express its perfection in an imperfect world. And that's exactly what our inner being wants to do, is to share that gift of perfection and help uplift others.
Well, let's continue doing it. And thank you for sharing your beautiful essence and your diamond. And you helped me learn how to meditate properly. I was meditating incorrectly for years, and you taught me how to focus on that special space between the eyebrows. So maybe on our next session, we can talk about the techniques for proper meditation.
Let's do that, especially focusing on the spiritual eye. Very scientific. So we can talk about that. So we'll leave that as a teaser for others to join us next time.
Sounds wonderful.
Okay, so I'll end the video here. So God bless everybody, and hold your peace and carry your peace in your everyday life, and allow your peace to not only bless yourself, but to bless others.